and be able to take it to a point to where I could manifest myself back into my normalization out of my grief. Because I didn't want to bring it into business. I felt that I didn't want people to hurt from my hurt, so I said I need to heal before I deal. All right, my name is Melvin Strong. I'm 59 years old, and I'm from Vallejo, California. Some of my hobbies are fishing, going out on the boat, and horse riding in the parade, stuff like that, generally, and pretty much cooking. Where I grew up was just like Biggs. It was quiet. It was a town that people cared about their properties. You could leave your doors open and neighbors could call, and it was really free like this, exactly like this. And I think that's what caught the nature of me wanting to manifest myself here. Generally, when I come in, the way that we go for the day is we come in and set up the grill and get her started and let her start seasoning it up to get ready to put the meat on. Then we get the meats all out, get them on the smoker, let them slow cook. And then we start working on the grill inside for burgers, fajitas and burritos or whatever we're gonna prepare for the day. And then start preparing for our steam tables and stuff like that, so that we could get food ready, so that when people come in, we can be ready for any kind of advertising meal that we offer on the menu. My biggest inspiration is God. The reason being is because I've had to deal with a lot of episodes that I've seen family members go out. My son, he got killed on Christmas Eve of 2019. He got killed by a drunk driver, and it really turned me up for a few days because it was my son. How I really was able to manifest myself out, I was laying in my bed and the Lord came to me and he said, your son wasn't yours anyway. He said, I've only given him to you. He said, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away, and it settled my spirit that I could accept a death that he wasn't even mine. It was the Lord's. And that's how I got a chance to grieve out and be able to take it to a point to where I could manifest myself back into my normalization out of my grief. Because I didn't want to bring it into business. I felt that I didn't want people to hurt from my hurt, so I said I need to heal before I deal. And that's what I did. And things went great after that. A lot of people started mourning for me that I didn't even know. It brought on a nuance of people just coming in saying, man, this is crazy. Your mother-in-law died in November, your son died in December, and then you were sick. What's going on, man? So I just told him, I said, hey, I got a new joy, and I'm just holding on, you know. My wife, she had a stroke just last year and was paralyzed on the left side, still is, and she's still maneuvering through it and working her out to be able to start walking day by day. It's a day-by-day process, therapy. When I went to the hospital with her when it first happened, it was really tough for her. She's still dealing with it mentally, But God is good. He says, the joy of the Lord is my strength. And that's where she's focusing on, I think, there. I have a story for a customer. His name is Charlie. He used to drive by every day and he said, hey, how you doing? I said, oh, great, Charlie. He said, one day I'm going to come to your restaurant one day. I said, well, get on out of your car and come on in. He said, no, I don't want to go right now. So for a whole year he came by. He never came in. And so eventually I see him come in, and he comes in. And ever since he's came in, he's been here every day. Every day he comes in and he bought us a coffee pot. It turned out to be one of the best guys I've seen in this town for a while. But he wants to come in and talk every day now. I'm thankful for that. That's what keeps me going when I'm at that point, recycling my faith to keep going, is when I see stuff like that. It revitalizes me into a path of my steps become ordered by God, is what they say. And that makes my steps a little easier. What makes me happy? Shoot, I don't know. Just being able to come to work every morning and make people happy, and talk to them, conversate with them, stuff like that. Generally, that's pretty much what makes me happy, is making other people happy. It's basically really what it is. I like to give joy to customers so that they can have something to talk about rather than negative all day, because you can get so much negative all day long just walking out the door. So when they come in here, they get some joy. Even if I'm hurting inside, they're getting that joy. And I think that's what I like doing, is rejuvenating people, giving them joy, giving them a chance to say, hey, I can do this. My dad was always like that. He said his whole deal surrounded that. He said, June, you got to keep moving, you got to keep smiling, and you got to keep moving on. Reason being, he said, at that time when you can't move anymore, it's time for you to go. And that's his whole philosophy. And I think I'm guided in that philosophy because I watched it in his time, in real time.